What's up, guys? Mr. Lee Redmond here with episode number 3 of the career mode with Foggia in Serie C2 of Italy. I've now completed the halfway stage of the season, so what we'll do is we'll go straight into the fixtures and see how we've done. To be fair, it's not actually gone that badly, so that was the last game we played, Cerreto, so let's just scroll down and reveal the rest. See, it's gone pretty well. First game was a 1-0 win against Chieti. Giuseppe Gillo put us 1-0 up with just 10 minutes to go before half time. Whoops, don't know why I did that. To give us the first 3 points of the section. I had 12 shots to their 9, 3 each on target, and we had 50% each as well. We then followed that up by winning the first group game of the Italian Serie C, I suppose you could call quarter-final stage, I suppose. It's come up as the third round group, but it's basically 4 groups of 3, and then the winners go through to the semi-finals. Now, I went 1-0 up through Gillo in the 29th minute, and we went into half-time 1-0 up. 66th minute, he then doubled his tally and doubled the lead to put us 2-0 up. We weren't able to hold on to a clean sheet, however, as Andre Gessa pulled one back for Frosinone, I think is how you say it, in the dying seconds. It was only a consolation, however, as we were able to hold on to take the first win of the group stage. I had 11 shots to their 17. They had 10 on target to my 6, and they scored 53%. I had 53% of the possession. We then followed that up with a win in the league, 3-2 against Arsenesi. Nearly put us 1-0 up in the 5th minute. However, we were only able to hold it for 15 minutes as Francesco Ripa pulled Arsenesi back to level terms on the 21st minute. We went into half-time 2-1 up as Giuseppe Gillo scored for the third game running to put us 2-1 up just after the half-hour mark. We went into half-time 2-1 up as well. In the second half, just less than 10 minutes after the second half had started, Improta put Arsenesi, oh no, even less than that, less than 5 minutes actually, Agostino put us 3-1 up. Less than 5 minutes later, Improta made it 3-2. We were able to hold on to the lead despite having Aginelli sent off for 2 bookable offences. We were able to hold on to take 3 points. I had 26 shots to their 15, 17 on targets to their 11, and they had 54% of the possession. We then followed that up with our first defeat of the section, 2-0 at Teramo. Luca Rignini put Tirano 1-0 up in the 31st minute, and just 60 seconds later, Marco Gaeta put them 2-0 up. We weren't able to do anything in the remaining time, so we ended up losing 2-0 and our first defeat of the section. In stats, it was 13 shots to 7 in my favour. I had 4 on target to their 3, and they had 54% of the possession. We then followed that up by going on a bit of a run. We beat Messina 3-0. Giuseppe Agostino put us 1-0 up in the 5th minute. 20 minutes later, Marco Fiore made it 2, and we went into half-time 2-0 up. And then with just 13 minutes to go, Marco Fiore scored his second to make the game safe and give us 3 points after losing our first game of the section. I had 24 shots to their 4, 11 on target to their 1, and 56% of the possession. Followed that up with another convincing win, 5-0 at Castelrigone. Francesco Pabianchi put us 1-0 up in the 6th minute, and then just 2 minutes later, Marco Fiore made it 2-0, and we went into half-time 2-0 up. Giuseppe Gillo put us 3-0 up in the 58th minute. 2 minutes later, he doubled his tally for the game to make it 4. The 77th minute, Riccardo Sciarra was sent off for Castel, and then just 60 seconds later, Giuseppe Gillo completed his hat-trick in 20 minutes to make it his 5-0. Stats-wise, it was 19 shots to 12 in my favour. I had 13 on target to their 4, and we had 50% of the possession. We then followed that up to make it 3 wins out of 3 in the league by beating Ischia 2-1. Marco Fiore in the 2nd minute and Dario Venitucci in the 4th minute put us 2-0 up within the first 10 minutes. However, we weren't able to score again, and thankfully Antonio Shetta did score for Ischia, but it was with 1 minute to go, so thankfully we were able to hold on. Stats wise, it was 18 shots to 16 in their favour. They had 10 on target to my 7, and 56% possession went my way. We then rounded off with 4 wins in a row by winning the second game in the Serie C Cup group stage. Abdu Dumbia but Lecce won it up in the 16th minute. Giovanni Cavallaro pulled us level just before the half-hour mark. Only a couple of minutes later, Agostino put us 2-1 up, and we went into half-time 2-1 up. Just before the hour mark, Gilo scored his first goal in a couple of games to put us 3-1 up. However, we were only holding a 2-goal lead for less than 10 minutes, as Bogdassino scored for Lecce. However, we were able to hold on, take a 3-2 win, and win the group. Stats-wise, 24 shots to 20 in their favour. They had 11 on target to my 10, and they had 60% of the possession. As I said, that game actually put us through to the semi-finals, as it's you only play each team once. What I found even more interesting, if I've got this correctly, Frominese and Lecce are both in Serie C1, so they're a division above us, and we managed to qualify. We then lost our second game of the section, losing 3-2 to Martina Franca. I was really disappointed with this game, as we took the lead in the 13th minute for a penalty from Vinicius. Cavallaro then doubled our lead with just 8 minutes to go before half time. However, we weren't able to hold on, as Roberto Ricci pulled them back to a goal in less than 5 minutes of the second half. And with 17 minutes to go, Marco Lari put them 2-1 up, pulled them level. And surprise, surprise, with just 60 seconds to go, he doubled his tally for the game to make it 3-2. We actually had a goal disallowed just 60 seconds after they took the lead. Unfortunately, we weren't able to do anything again, as it was pretty much the final kick of the game, and we ended up losing 3-2. I had 24 shots at their 16. They had 10 on target to my 9, with 52% of the possession going their way. And in the final game of the section was a 1-1 draw against Vigor La Masia. Mancini put La Masia 1-0 up with just 12 minutes to go before half time. However, we were able to claw ourselves level with 15 minutes to go for Rosario Licata, and we ended up taking a point in the final game. I had 20 shots to their 9, 10 on target to their 5, and they had 54% of the possession. So it was a little disappointing, to be fair, to actually come away with a 1-1 draw, but I would have taken that anyway. So as you guys will remember, the top 8 are promoted to Serie C1, as they're doing some sort of reshuffle. I'm not quite sure how they're going to do it. I've looked at Wikipedia, but it doesn't quite make sense, to be honest with you. And it's going well. As you can see, we are third. We are 5 points off Casatana at the top, and 3 points behind Gavarone. But more importantly, we are 8 points clear of Aversa Normana in the 9th place. From what I believe I've read, everyone from 13th to 18th goes down, 1st to 8th go up. These 4 will go into some sort of playoff, 2 semi-finals, then a final. The winner gets promotion to Italian Serie C1 with these guys, and then the 3 losers will get relegated with these guys. Which is interesting, as you actually notice there is no Serie D. With regards to this Italian Serie C Cup, that's actually an earlier round. In the groups, it was me, Cremonese, Monza, and Grosseto who qualified for the semi-finals. The draw's not actually been made yet, as it takes place on the 21st of February. That's not what I wanted to do. Cremonese are in Serie C1, I believe. Yep. Monza Serie C2 and Grosseto Serie C1. So there's a decent chance of us getting somewhere. I believe they are also, yep, semi-final and final are 2 legs. So that could be interesting to see how we get on there. Let's have a look at some of the stats. Actually, I forgot to show that. Player stats, we got Marco Fiore, average rating of 7.9. And that is actually it. It'd be interesting to see who my leading goal scorer is, actually, because my strikers seem to actually do a load of goals in just a certain amount of games, but then that's about it. Leading goal scorer is Gilo on 12, then we've got Cesare on 11, and Marco Fiore on 10. Let's have a look at the finances. Oh dear, 290,000 in the red, and I'm due to be 1.75 mil in the red at the end of the season. But hopefully, I'll be able to get some prize money from this. Let's actually have a look. Is there prize money? Only first and second get prize money, but it's only £68,000 as well, so that's not exactly great. Let's see if there's any prize money in the Serie C Cup. There is, but it's round wise, and there doesn't actually seem to be anything there, which is a little weird. But oh well. Would be nice to make it to the final, see if I can get some silverware. Obviously my main aim is to get promotion into Serie C1. Something I actually just found out before I actually started recording this is that Foggia were actually in Italian Serie D the season before, so this is their first season in the Serie C2, so promotion would actually be pretty decent, though obviously they've got a easier chance than normal due to the reshuffle of the Serie C. I'm not quite sure how they're doing it, to be fair, like I've said, but we'll have to wait and see, because I believe 9 teams got it from here, 9 teams got it from there, and then C1 only a couple of teams go up, but there are no relegations. Top team wins promotion, and I believe it is top team wins promotion, and I believe it's the winner of the playoffs, which I believe these guys play out, and then the winners take on themselves. So basically it's going to be about 60 teams, 17 there, 16 there, so that's 33. Obviously we got the 3 teams going down, so it'll stay 33. It's going to go up to about 50ish if I'm working this out right, which I'm not 100% sure, but we'll find out soon enough, hopefully. So that is it, guys, for this section. We'll come back after we've played the next 10 games, which will be 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The Chieti game. No, it's actually 9, isn't it? It's 9. So it's actually Sorrento again. So we'll come back once we've played those games. I'd say if I'm at more than 8 points, if I'm 8 points or more clear after that game, I think it's safe to say promotion is pretty much nailed on. But we'll have to wait and see how it goes. We could have a really bad section or something, but touch wood, we won't. So let's go and see how it goes on. So with that, guys, leave some likes, leave some comments, subscribe, would appreciate it all, and then tune in at next time for the 3rd section of games. Will we be 8 points clear or not after that section of games? We'll have to wait and see. So in the meantime, guys, take it steady.